Ngong Road heading to a different also place. Yesterday I was in Kibera. Today I'm going in another place. It's called Kawangware. So let's enjoy this journey. I and my bike man, Mr. Titus Dambuki. Yes. So we are on Ngong Road heading there. Now you see today I've decided to wear a Marvin because sometimes the motorbike, when you are going for a long journey, there's a lot of wind that blow in your ears. Yes, they will also make you start crying. Okay, so this is the view of Ngong Road as we head to Kawangware. Yeah. Alive. Yes guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, we are on the way to Kawangware, and this is the scenic this is the famous Ngong Road. Okay, going to Kawangware you have many options, you have many routes you are supposed to use. So me and Titus, we chose this one because we have the Valley Road. We have many routes that you can choose, but we decided to choose this one because of the attractiveness of the route, also how it looks like. Yes, and we needed somewhere we can go faster because the second route, it passes through residential houses, residential homes, and there's a lot of traffic along that some of the routes. So we decided to make this one. The journey started from Nairobi town CBD. Most of the time that is where I start my journey when I'm moving to any place. I start this one from CBD. So we are on our way to Kawangware. So enjoy, and I keep urging you that the only way to support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Comment anything in case you want me to change, I'll do so. So just let's enjoy as we head to Kawangware. I know most of you are familiar with this route. There's a this walk I did from Nairobi town to Ngong, so I used the same route that was Ngong Road, and today I'm still using the same, now heading to Kawangware. Okay, this is how this Ngong Road looks like. It looks like this, and it has been constructed for a longest period of time. It links most parts of Nairobi. This is where we are going to. That's a neighborhood of Nairobi. Kawangware, Kibera, Langata, all of them. But we normally pick, I've started picking some of the major areas that I can tackle before I start tackling other areas. So there's nothing that I will left undone. This is some of the content I'll be doing. It is a mixed content whereby the same thing just remain that this are a vlog, a travel vlog just within Nairobi or the neighborhood of Nairobi. Once I start going out from Nairobi still, I will communicate. Okay, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Kawangware is a bit far, and I just wanted you guys just to view Nairobi from this road. We have many roads that I will still record as I move to different parts of the neighbor that are neighboring Nairobi town. It's a bit far, so don't get bored, but we are almost. In the next 3 minutes, we'll be in or we'll be at Kawangware. Is it in Kawangware or at Kawangware? Whichever the way. Okay, so we are moving. I and my bike man, Mr. Titus. We are moving, and when you're going to these slums areas, most you pass through great cities, you pass through good apartments. So this is just tell you that most of those people who are living in the slum areas, just is that they they are unemployed. So if you are in Nairobi or neighboring Nairobi and you are unemployed, where can you stay? You look for a affordable place where you can live, and most of the structures at these areas, most people are living in an iron sheet buildings, or mud building, or the same way they call it tree houses. Okay, yes, so you can see how the neighborhood, their neighboring Kawangware looks like. Welcome to Kawangware. Okay, this is, you are moving in Kawangware. So let's talk about Kawangware. Okay, Kawangware, Swahili. Kawangware is a low income residential area in Nairobi, Kenya, about 15 kilometers west of the city center, between Lavington and Dagoretti. You see, those two neighborhoods that I've just mentioned, Lavington and Dagoretti, that's whereby we have those prominent people live. That's where people live in very self-contained houses. Also, Dagoretti is not that self-contained, but still it's a bit better off than Kawangware. According to the 2009 Kenya Population and Housing Census, Kawangware population was at 133,286 people at this time. It is estimated that 65% of the population are children and youth. Most inhabitants live on less than $2, although they earn in shillings. A day, a day, and unemployment is high. Many are self-employed traders. There is a diversity of ethnic background. You can see most of them are self-employed traders. Along this route, you have witnessed that. You can see shops along the way. You can see people riding bikes. You can see people uh, roasting maize corns. You can see all kind of business. These are what we call self-employed. They have employed themselves. Kawangware slums has more posho mills than bars, making it an ugali nation for its over 130,000 mouths whose plates, unlike those of other Nairobians, have no time for supermarket unga, the grade 1 certified maize meal favored by middle class stomachers. In simple terms, in Kawangware, most people they eat ugali that has been we have more posho meal in Kawangware. People don't depend on buying the processed maize flour at the supermarkets. No, they go for organic flour, which is they eat ugali. Kawangware has a scarcity of safe drinking water. Water supplied by the city authority is not available every day, or it is otherwise expensive. There are waterborne diseases, respiratory, pneumonia, and malaria, as well as an increase in cases of airborne diseases due to the poor sewage system in Kawangware. Many people in Kawangware are slum dwellers. Kawangware has supermarkets, a library, a medical clinic, and a Kawangware primary school, Kawangware school, and Kawangware academy. However, many children are in the slum do not attend schools. Reason being, most of them are unemployed, and in Kenya, for one to go to school, the family should have money to take their sibling to school. That's why most people they tend just to stay at home. Yes, my point. Children and education in Kenya. Education in Kenya is fairly expensive and it is a luxury most families cannot afford. Many families live below the universal poverty line of 77 a day. Primary schools are free in Kenya, but due to corruption, this is often not the case. Secondary school is not funded by the government. We are talking about Kawangware. Many families in Kenya are so poor that an estimated 4 in 10 children will have to leave education before they reach secondary school and are then forced to work to financially support their families. Girls often get married very young at the age of 12 to 14 to reduce the burden at home. Also, I want to read that often to the raised by relatives who cannot afford to pay school fees. Life for those families is very hard and there is often not enough to eat. 1 in 8 Kenya die before the age of 8 because there is not enough money for good medical care. About 30,000 children are living homeless on the streets of Nairobi. I and my bike man, Mr. Titus, we decided to tour this this slum area called Kawangware. It is evident by what our camera was able to capture, and this is what is on the road. I'm not doing this video to discourage or to demean anyone. I'm just doing this video for the awareness of what some of the people go through while living in Nairobi. And this one, we cannot blame anyone. will blame our government also. The rate of unemployment is at a higher rate, thus making people to come and shelter themselves here. You can see the kind of structure that they are living in, the kind of business they are living in. You can see also the roads are not in good condition. The history of Kawangware. From 1904 to 1959, African farming and land ownership was confined to native reserves. During this period of time, Kawangware and the neighboring area of Satellite became a principal section of Nairobi in which land was made available for African freehold ownership. As I had said before, it is very hard for the children to go to school. So most of the schools that are in Kawangware these are scholarships. Most of the people in the community do not have the funds to leave the community or to advance the education or their children education, with most individuals in the community making less than $1 a day and rent starting around $30 a month. There is not near enough money to meet the price of approximately $40 a month per child to attend school. The Kawangware Scholarship Program primary aim is to advance education in the area and provide funding and scholarship that will enable children to attend school. Each scholarship includes school fees, school supplies, transportation, uniform, and meals while at school. In addition, students have access to the services at the Little Ray of Hope Learning Center, including a preventive health project, i.e. mosquito nets, food hampers for the families when they are school breaks, and a study place on weekend. As you can see, as by now, as the estimated of how many people live in Kawangware. So tell me how it was very hard even to prevent or to contain COVID-19. During that period, most schools were closed, most meeting centers were closed, but still remember, this is a congested area, and to control the flow of the people is very hard. It was a very hard time. Many businesses were lost, many lives were lost. People were unable even to pay for the rent of where they are staying. In Kawangware, we have villages. Are Coast, Sokoni, Congo, Katina, Muslim, Kabiro, Riruta, Kapiria. All of these are neighbors of Kawangware. I, with my bike man, Mr. Titus, we got lost along the streets. It was very hard for us to distinguish between where we had passed before, where we had an exit or entry. We just roamed in Kawangware until we find ourselves on Waiyaki Way. It is not an easy place just to master. It needs a lot of time, it needs a lot of courage, it needs a lot of things for you to just bypass in between this place. And you can see we were on a motorbike moving on the road. You don't know where the road will lead you to, and there's a place where we got lost, I and my bike man, Mr. Titus. Now we decided to use reverse psychology, whereby We decided just to move in any direction until we'll find an exit. Yeah, it is business as usual, and you can see along every street, every panya route, we have business that is going on. And as the history say, most of the people in this area are self-employed. They have employed themselves just to earn a living, and I know how it will be very hard for them even to take their children to school, how it will be very hard for them even to have medical covers. Yes, as I had said, I'm not doing this video to demean anyone or to expose anyone. I'm just recording this video to show you the reality of some of the neighborhood that are neighboring Nairobi city. We kept on moving, I and my bike man, Mr. Titus, as we were looking for some places that we haven't passed, because it is very hard for you to recognize where you have passed and where you haven't passed, because they are typical business. They are selling same goods at the same time. At this place they are making chair, at this place they are selling sandals, another place they are doing the same. So it was a bit hard for us to know where we have passed and where we haven't passed. At this time I had turned my camera facing backwards because I have a selfie stick. So we are moving forward, my camera was recording from the back side. I and my bike man, Mr. Titus, we urge you, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. In case I'm doing anything wrong, don't hesitate to tell me and I'll be able to change. This is a walk in Kawangware, but not a walk using on foot, but I was on a motorbike. I and my bike man, Mr. Titus Ndambuki. As I've told you, you cannot even know the difference between where we started from and where we are heading. And it's a mixture whereby we have this kind of buildings that are here and we have the other side of the slum. So what does this one tell you in a real sense? It tells you that most of the people, they are unable to pay this rent and they decide to stay in iron sheet buildings, okay, just to be part of Nairobi city. Most of them, we come from back home just to stay in the city to earn something, to earn a living, so that you can improve the life of your family members. As I keep on doing this, in case I'm doing anything wrong, don't hesitate to tell me. This is the kind of content I'll be doing. I'll be mixing both slums and other well-developed neighborhood of Nairobi. So in case you are a critic, please don't start as early as this. It is just the beginning, whereby I'll be taking you to some of these areas. Some of them I'll be taking to you so that you can see a Kenya from a different angle, both in the slums, both in well-developed areas, and both in where the rich lives. This is Kawangware. As I told you, you can see on this side, they are both selling clothes. They are selling the same item, the same product. So it is you, the customer, to decide which trader you will support by buying their goods. It is your choice to make for such. It is you to make that, okay, let me buy this shirt from this mother. Let me buy this bed from this guy. Let me use this motorbike, not the other motorbike. It is now your choice. You are the customer. As you look at the state of the roads are not good. They are not tarmacked, but only they have maram. And you can see a school, as is it what a medical center is there. Most of them, they have been funded by the NGOs. Yes. Then don't worry by the number of the people, because we went at this place during the daytime. During the daytime, most people have gone out to look for work, but during evening, that's where you can see a crowd of people. You can see how congested this area looks in the evening. For me and Titus, we come very far, and we didn't want to risk to go there very late. If we could have gone there late, may also today it has rained in Nairobi, it could have rained as in Kawangware. So at this time you can see fewer people on the streets. Also, it is January, many people are still in the reserve center. So at this place you can see amount of motorbikes that are coming. So I decided to support one of my a mtura vendor. There's a guy who is selling mtura here. Just after this, there's a guy who's selling mtura, because we are, yes, at the mtura. It was not easy for me to film this. The guy was very harsh, so I decided to buy this meat and mtura. I started eating, and he was still quarreling at me. Yeah, this is how I looked, with a lot of beard. So Titus said that he cannot eat it because he feared that he may have a stomach upset. So I decided to do it because I was supporting my brother. Yes, so this is some of the things you have to do when you are moving in the area, so that the people may it's not that you are doing this for show off. No, I'm a very big fan of mutura. I eat this kind of thing, of this mutura. Most of the time I eat this, so I'm a fan of this. I'm not doing this for the views, no. But in case you want to kill me because I'm eating tura, that's why I normally say that I'm ready to die. Mtura is me, and I'm also mtura. So my bike guy was there. He had said that he cannot eat this because he feels that he will end up having an upset in his stomach. So you can't force him. I decided to obey that. I ate and we left. We left, just moving in any direction, trying to find a way out that will connect to Waiyaki Way. It was very hard for I and my bikeman, Mr. Titus. I'm telling you, it was very hard. We got lost along these streets of Kawangware, but eventually we find a way out. At this point, we had gotten lost completely. We moved downstream, but there was no way out. Yes, we moved, then there was no way out. We came back again, and then we took another turn that took us to Waiyakiwe. This is why they normally say there's a movie called Wrong Turn. Wrong Turn is a movie that we have these vampires that are in the forest and they were eating people. But it is a movie, though sometimes we use it when something goes wrong, and then we'll tell someone that I took a wrong turn. The wrong turn happened just few steps from here when my bike man spotted a police vehicle and he decided to branch to this. He decided to branch in this area, and this is where we went and find out that we had lost, and we decided to come back. I and him, we were conversing as we were moving along, as we were cruising Kawangware. It was the final touches before we leave this great Kawangware. We moved as my lenses kept on recording because I was the one holding the camera. For him, the bike rider man, Mr. Titus, he could not have held the recording phone. I was the one controlling the recording. You can see how long or how far we have gone, but still, for that we had taken a wrong turn. At this point, that is when we noticed that we had no way to go out. So we continue moving, hoping that in front of us there's an exit that will take us out from Kawangware to Waiyakiwe back to Nairobi CBD. I also did the same. I turned my camera back just to record the view from my back. This is where we reached, and we found that there is no way out, and then we left again. The same route that we had left before, we decided to take it again as we were trying to find a way out from Kawangware. You can see the kind of structures that people are living in. It's an iron sheet that is with what I will call it a first floor. The same way you call first floor, ground floor, first floor. Also, those houses with the iron sheet, they have the first floor and the second floor. How I wish I could have taken you to one of them so that you can witness how danger just keep on looking at us. But what can we do? This is the only way you can try to survive in Nairobi. Not unless now you start stealing from people, which is not good. We discourage people from stealing from others. It is not a good act. We normally say, work hard and trust God. One day, God will come for your rescue. As we moved in Kawangware, we were doing the final touches as we are going out from Kawangware to Waiyaki Way that will take us straight to Nairobi town. As I had told you, this is the kind of business that is going on. People are selling the same commodity at the same place. Now you as the buyer, you have to choose who one will you support or who is your customer. I and Titus, we are almost finishing our tour of Kawangware, so we were heading out of Kawangware. You can see the kind of vehicle that in Kawangware. That means that we have the slum area. Also, we have a well-built house, self-contained. Thus, some of the people who are living in Kawangware, they own cars. It's your boy, Martin Van Evra. I keep on urging you. The only way you will support me is by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Make me grow my channel so that I will enjoy the hard work that I've been doing. I decided to take the full video of I and Titus, so I stretched my hand out just to show you. We were conversing with him and he told me that finally we are out. How I wish you could have seen how happy I was, because at the time I started thinking that now it'd be very hard for us to go out, but still we had phones. We could have already located, we could have opened the GPS. We could have used that one. Most of the time that one becomes the last option if you have tried the other option of asking people where is the way out. Yes, so you decide to turn on the GPS. You can see the kind of roads that are here. You can see them. Also here we stuck for a short time. Then Titus maneuvered out and I was able to see the great Waiyaki Way. Waiyaki Way is a well-built road that runs that connects Nairobi CBD to Central Province. This is the word I will use. So at this time we don't have a U-turn. Titus decided to do his own things and we found ourselves on Waiyaki Way. That is me and Titus pointing. Now we are going out. We are going out. I was so happy. Finally we had moved out. We were not running away from anything, but we knew very well where we were. It was a bit far from Nairobi town. So I did my magic also, turning the camera, just trying to show you how Nairobi has really developed. And most of the time these slum areas, they are just closer to very rich people. This is the kind of road that will take you to Kawangware after you branch to the smaller road. This is Waiyaki Way on the way to Nairobi town. Support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel like, comment and share. In case I'm doing anything wrong, don't hesitate to tell me. I'm still learning and I will change as soon as possible. That's the back view of where we are coming from. Yes, this is how that road looks like. Evergreen Kenya, Evergreen Kenya. I decided also to take, but my aim was just to show the tire of this motorbike, but it was a bit hard. I feared also maybe my camera may fall down. We continue on along this Waiyaki way. As you can see, it is a very well built road. This is some of the infrastructure that make our country look so good. So I and my bike rider, Mr. Titus, we kept on conversing in Swahili as I was asking him that who taught him how to ride a motorbike. Because at the speed he was riding at this highway, it was a bit scary. But what do we say? Sometimes it's good to try it. This is the view of Waiyaki Way heading back to Nairobi CBD. It was a sunny day, but in the evening it has rained. Yes, this is how it looks like on Waiyaki Way from Kawangware. I did not record all of it because it's very long to Nairobi town. I just record few of it, just few, so that I may finish my video. Support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel, Martin Van Evra. Help me, let me grow my channel. As I keep on saying, in case I'm doing something wrong, don't hesitate to tell me, and I'm ready to change. Okay, we moved along as we tried an exit towards Nairobi town. On this route, sure it was taking us to Nairobi CBD. Keep on urging you, support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is the kind of content I will be bringing, or I may be bringing, once I see there's a change. On top, that is Nairobi Expressway. This is how it looks like. It's so beautiful from this view. Okay, support me by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Watch my videos also. Share my videos. Comment anything. I welcome all type of comments, be negative or positive. Because once you post something, then wait for anyone to react on it. It can be a positive reaction or a negative reaction. We are almost in Nairobi town and I'm almost ending the video. Okay? I and my friend Mr. Titus, we say thank you very much. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for commenting. I won't take your time for granted. You have done something. Maybe you have known me today. My name is Martin Van Evra. Salute to everyone who has watched this video. Salute to everyone who is still watching this video. Salute to everyone who has subscribed on this video. Salute also to that person who hasn't subscribed but he or she has watched the video. That is the only way you can support me. You can support me by 1, watching my videos, 2, subscribing to my video, 3, commenting on my videos, 4, liking my videos, 5, sharing my videos. Okay? Until we meet next time, bye bye. God bless you. See you next time, inshallah.